Hi guys, Trevor Swenson back with Through the Darkness, my personal journey and battle with PTSD and trauma and stressor-related disorder. I wanted to talk about something today that I've been struggling with that maybe you'll be able to relate to if you are battling PTSD or if you're battling with unresolved trauma. And that is the very real feeling of being cut off. And I'm reading a book right now that is called The Body Keeps the Score, written by a Dr. Bessel van der Kolk. And one of the things that he discusses is how difficult it is to process the feeling, whether reality or not reality, of being cut off. And I just want to talk about the things that me personally that I struggle with on a daily basis with where I'm at in my walk with PTSD. I've been quite open about my journey. I knew that it was going to have ups and downs because they told me it would, and I've been very open about that being the case, that it's really difficult a lot of days, especially when you're walking through a more difficult season with PTSD. And one of the things that I long to do in my journey is to understand PTSD and to understand trauma and its effects in hopes of helping other people on top of healing myself, finding my healing, accelerating my healing, and the topic of being cut off. So what am I cut off from? I struggle with the fact that I'm cut off from my profession that I spent my entire career building. I am cut off from society in a lot of ways. I don't do, and I cannot do, at this point, a lot of things that are very normal things for people that are healthy and not struggling with PTSD, whether it be comfortably shopping, whether it be comfortably going to social gatherings, whether it be comfortably doing a lot of very normal things. I certainly feel cut off from my family because where I feel the best and where I feel like I am making the most progress in healing is out here. And out here, you are certainly cut off. And unfortunately, I'm at a point, one of my nephews texted me and I got to explain to him where Uncle Trev was, and that people right now are just a stressor and a trigger, and it has nothing to do with their love or lack of love or anything along those lines. They're just, I feel, psychologically and physically cut off because of where my body and mind are at in PTSD. So cut off from people, cut off from normal life, cut off from my former profession, cut off from safe, calm, peace, and joy right now. That's all I want in life is safe, peace, calm, and joy. And until you have experienced what it's like to walk through PTSD, those very simple things, you may take them for granted. But I will tell you that never again in my life will I ever, ever, ever take peace, safe, calm, joy, and relationship for granted. And if that is what God wants to teach me through this journey of PTSD, I will tell you that I'm hearing him loud and clear. If he is trying to teach me humility, I am hearing him loud and clear as well. But I just wanted to take a few minutes and give you a heart for those people that are walking through PTSD or trauma and stressor-related disorder, because you really do get an overwhelming feeling of being cut off from normal life, cut off from a lot of things that people without PTSD might take for granted. And it is a very humbling experience. And I want to leave you with one of my favorite Bible verses, which is in the first chapter of James, verse 9, which is, consider it, those of you who find yourself in humble circumstances, and take pride in the high ground or the high position that you are in. And I know that there is honor in humility, and I will tell you that this journey with PTSD has certainly allowed me to experience humility in a completely different way than I ever could have imagined happening in my life. I couldn't have imagined the pain, the suffering, the loss, the disconnection, the lack of relationship, how it's impacted my ability to make a living, my career. And I just understand the term cut off, and I know what it feels like to feel like one has been cut off. And I just wanted to share that with you today in a short video, that if you're struggling with that, it's certainly part of the trauma walk, the PTSD walk, because it is so intrusive. But I also want to speak promise, and I also want to speak encouragement, and I also want to speak hope, and encourage you to get professional help to help navigate this very difficult thing called trauma, and to accelerate and to increase your chances of healing more quickly. Get those who are professionally trained involved. I'm really glad you took the time to watch this video. This is Trevor Swenson with PTSD Through the Darkness, and I want you to remember, you are never cut off from the God who created and loves you and sent his son to die on the cross for you. You are never cut off, as long as you make that decision to believe that he indeed did do that for you, and he did do it for you. I can't wait to talk with you next time. Have a great day.